Hi everyone, welcome to Revati Charan's Born to Learn channel. In this session, we would be learning the grammar topic, degrees of comparison. I think you might have come across this topic, degrees of comparison, or else you might have learned something regarding this grammar topic in your previous classes or in your previous standards. No worries, in this session, we are going to see from the top to the bottom. First of all, we just want to know three degrees of comparison. What are the three degrees of comparison? First one, positive degree. Second one, comparative degree. Third one, superlative degree. Positive, comparative and superlative. And before going to get into the rules and regulations to be used in this grammar topic, we must learn what is called positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. First, what is positive degree? Comparing two person or things in order to show that is equivalent quality even without comparing. So the first point is that comparing two person or things. We are going to compare two person or things. Why we are comparing two person or things is because we are going to show that the two person or the thing is equal in their quality. The second one is we can even use the positive degree without comparing two objects or two persons. So example, Kavan is a short boy. In this sentence, I didn't make any comparative. Okay, I didn't make any comparison in this sentence. So this positive degrees of comparison can be done even without comparing. Second one, comparative degree. Comparing two persons or things in order to show that one is higher than the other. So we are going to compare two person or things in this degree. Why? Because we want to make sure that one is higher than the other one. That is the process of this comparative degree. Example, I am taller than you. So I have made a comparison between myself and you. I am taller than you. Sometimes we use the with adjective to show that one thing depends on another. So sometimes we use the definite article the with the adjective. Why? Because we have to show that the one thing particularly depends on another. Example, the deeper you breathe, the calmer you become. The deeper you breathe, the calmer you become. Superlative degree. A person or thing is compared to its whole class to show its quality among that. A particular person or a particular thing is compared to its whole class. Okay, in order to show its quality. For example, Naveen is the shortest boy in the class. So the class here represents the number of students in the class. There may be more than 30 to 40 students in the class. Okay, so I'm representing among all the 40 students, Naveen is the shortest boy. This is called a superlative degree, comparing a person or a thing with the whole class. Okay, next. Now, before getting to know about how we should apply the rules in positive, comparative and superlative degree, we must know certain words to be used in the sentence. When you are creating a positive sentence, you must use strong. In the comparative degree, you have to change the word into stronger. In the superlative degree, strongest. So kindly concentrate here. Strong. How many syllables do we have in this word? Strong. One syllable. If the word have only one syllable, if a word has only one syllable, in that case, we have to add er and est to the words. Strong, stronger, strongest. Second one, tall. It has only one syllable. Tall, taller, tallest. Third one, happy. It has one syllable. Is that so? It has two syllables, I say. Happy. If the word ends with y, what we have to do is that we have to cancel y and we have to add ier and iest. Happy, happier, happiest. Fourth one, big. So kindly look at this. B sound is the consonant sound. I is the vowel sound. G is again the consonant. Consonant, vowel, consonant. In this case, what you have to do is that you have to repeat the third consonant letter again and you have to add er and est. Big, bigger, biggest. So what you have done here, we have added the third consonant letter again. With that we have added ER and EST. Big, bigger, biggest. Next, fifth one, beautiful. So in this, how many syllables we have? I think we have more than 2 syllables. So if in a word we have more than 2 syllables, we have to use more and most in that. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. This is how you have to use it. If the word has more than 2 syllables in it, you have to add more and most in it. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Next one, sixth one, good. So this is like some irregular verbs. How we use speak, spoke and spoken, bad, worse, worst, little, less and least. That's how it's okay. Good, better and best. The word good contains only one syllable. Okay, you may ask why should not we use good, gooder and goodest? So what is the thing? What is the problem here is that we have certain exceptions in the rules of grammar. That's how here it is applied. Here we go with the next slide. So now we saw about the basics which should be learned. The first one is we learned about the explanation of positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree and what are the words to be used in that degrees. And now we are going to see about the 3 types. Yes, positive, comparative and superlative. And the very first row I have given the 3 degrees of comparison and in the next 3 columns what I have done is that I have given the rules about how we should apply, that is the types. The first type, when we use as, adjective as, so adjective as. When we are changing the particular sentence into comparative, we have to change the sentence by adding adjective plus er then. Okay, and in superlative you can see nothing. Why? Because the first rule applies in only one case. What is the one case is? When we have mentioned names of 2 places or 2 objects in a positive degree type of sentence, we can change that only to comparative and not to superlative degree. The next one, we go with the second type now. No other. If it is a positive degree, it starts with no other and in between we have so or as, adjective as. If it is a comparative degree, we will have adjective plus er then any other. Superlative, the, adjective plus est. Third type, very few. The sentence starts with a very few and continues as, adjective as. Comparative, adjective plus er than many other. Superlative, one of the, adjective plus est. This is the main thing you have to learn. Look at this box. This is the very important thing that you have to learn in this grammar topic, degrees of comparison. Without knowing these rules and regulation, you cannot apply it in your worksheet. That's the problem. So kindly concentrate more on this box. Next slide. So I have given an example for type 1. As I told you already, when we have mentioned the names of 2 places or object in a positive degree, we can change only to comparative and not to superlative degree. That is a type 1, right? So, look at this. Yes. Yes simply represents superlative. I have given the first sentence is superlative degree. Kevin is not so strong as Ram. Kevin is not so strong as Ram. So, how can you understand? How can you analyze that given sentence is superlative? Just look at the rules which I have given in the box. Okay, look at this first rule. Positive degree, if it is a superlative degree or if it is anything like that. Now what we have to do is that we have to look at the rules. If we cannot find out what type of degree we have used, we have to look out the box here. The first one, so as. There is the presence of so strong as here. So, adjective as. So this is the superlative degree. Okay, so we can change this only to, this is a positive degree. So we can change this only to comparative. How we can change this to comparative? We have to do only one thing. We have to give the second subject in the beginning of the sentence and the first subject to the end of the sentence. We have to change the subjects. Okay, Ram is Stronger than Kevin. You can see that. The first type, comparative, what you have to add is that we have to add adjective plus er then. So I have done, I have replaced the name first. Rom is strong plus er then Kevin. Rom is stronger than Kevin. That's all about it. So here we go with the type 2. The first one is positive degree. I have applied the rule here. No other profession is as noble as teaching. No other profession is as noble as teaching. So now how could you change this positive degree into comparative? What is the rule here is you have to add adjective plus er then any other. So the comparative sentence, look at the comparative sentence here. Teaching is nobler than any other profession. We have applied the rule nobler than any other. Yes. So now when you are changing into superlative, you have to add the adjective plus est. Look at the sentence. Teaching is the noblest of all professions. The adjective est, the noblest. That's all about type 2. Now we go with the type 3. What is the first rule? What is the type 3 rule? Very few. As, and comparative plus er then many other and superlative one of the adjective plus est. That is the rule. So look at the positive degree now. Look at the third sentence. Very few writers are as great as Satya. We have applied the rule. Very few and as adjective plus yes. Very few writers are as great as Satya. So now we are going to change the sentence into comparative. Look at the second sentence. What is the rule for comparative? Plus er then many other. That's how we have done here. Satya is greater than many other writers. Greater than many other. Next one, superlative. What is the rule for superlative? One of the adjective plus est. Satya is one of the greatest writers. Satya is one of the greatest writer. That's all about it. I hope everyone understood the concept that I have applied all the types here with the help of sentences. So I have given a worksheet here. From this you can identify that what type of sentence is this? What is the degree we have used in this sentence? Look at the first sentence now. James is as tall as his brother. So what if we use as tall as adjective as? This is the positive degree case. So the first sentence is given in a positive degree. Second one. Alexander was one of the greatest kings who ever lived. So if there is a presence of the plus adjective plus est, the sentence is surely the superlative degree. So you can see the greatest, the adjective plus est, the greatest. So this sentence is a superlative degree. Third one, Martin is more industrious than any other boy in the class. So if we use more in the sentence than any other in the sentence is definitely the comparative degree. More industrious than any other. The sentence is a comparative degree. Fourth one, Clara is cleverer than Sarah. Clara is cleverer than Sarah. You can definitely see that there is a presence of word than in the sentence. So this is definitely a comparative degree. Hope you don't get any doubt in this. So people, I trust that you people believe this concept of the grammar topic degrees of comparison. So if you have any doubts, kindly mention those doubts in the comments and I'm ready to answer for your questions. Thank you. We'll see you in the next session.